in that weird building, and we were talking about loot, and I actually have in my notes here that I was about to tell you that you found a rug of welcome that's been hanging on the wall, and behind it is a narrow opening that goes down into the ground. The opening is only about 4 feet wide and 8 feet tall, and it slopes down about 30 degrees. You can see it opens up into another area. In the meantime, nearby, visible to you about 200 yards away, max, is a large building that looks like an old tomb.
Goodness.
All right. Well, what does the rug of welcome do again?
It is a max-size carpet of flying.
Oh,
That could also be turned into a steel-hard barrier. It can stretch out to be up to 2 feet narrow and I think 30 feet long. It can be shrunk down the size of a handkerchief. And it can be left out, and on command, it will engulf people like a trapper. But you have to know its name or command word to make it work.
Here we go. I have it pulled up. So the rug welcome, it's a carpet of flying. In addition, you can have it command like a rug of smothering, which is terrifyingly powerful, by the way.
Is there any way to
rug of smothering? If you don't have some way to not get smothered to death, you die in 3 to 6 rounds.
Is there a way that we could speak with Dead or something on the Lamia and get the code word to see or ask if she knows the code word?
She almost certainly doesn't have it, because otherwise she would have used it to TPK us.
That's a good point.
Yeah, she's using it as a tapestry to conceal this entrance deeper into the lair. Yeah.
So do we want to look deeper in the lair before we look at the big building?
Might as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
All right, need a marching order right quick.
Well, we could have. We've got Abe Smucker, who's a 4/4 fighter cleric who can see underground.
Sure.
If we want him to lead, he's not. He's doing all right, getting good grades.
I don't know if we want him to lead far enough that his dark vision matters, because he'd be off by himself.
Because Force Light automatically ruins it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. All right then. Okay.
And so we might as well put Bill and company in front, and Soren and company to back him up.
All right.
Good. We got that down. So you only go about 3. You only go about 3 feet as it twists, and there's a door in front of you. The door has a very prominent cross etched in gold in the center of it, and various symbols of warding against evil and deception scattered all over it. And you can see that there's been a rude line scratched about 3 feet away from it with an Orcish rune that means beware.
So the orcs have.
Hey guys, how is an advice? How about we not open that door?
No, the orcs are warning that it's dangerous to orcs.
Yeah, no, it's covered in.
Do we have a detect good evil that we could cast against the door, or see if there's anything behind it that is a problem?
I would detect evil on my instant.
Yeah, we have detect evils available.
Yeah, but so you get like a paladin in the group, I'm pretty sure, right?
I don't actually think.
Okay. Well, we cast who casts this spell, so we can mark that off as used, and we'll move on.
Yep, I got it. My cleric will cast detect evil.
Yep. He detects no evil whatsoever, and indeed, he actually says his headache is gone and he feels better.
All right. Sounds more like we opened the door.
Who is? Do we have a lawful good character?
I'm lawful good.
Oh, I'm lawful good as well.
Okay. Yeah, that might be the. We might want to lead with lawful, probably, and then.
Okay. So who's opening the door?
I will.
Okay, you open the door. Give me a saving throw versus magic at +4.
Okay. This is why I don't like opening suspicious doors, even ones that look nice.
I would have done it if you didn't want to.
Hey, 22, I'm fine.
All right, so you're aware that there's an antipathy spell on this door to block all evil.
Oh, okay. Who the heck made the doors?
And there's a very neat staircase beyond the door leading down to another door. It goes down about 30 feet. This staircase is 8 feet wide, arches up to 12 feet high, and there's a faint luminescent glow coming from the ceiling, so the entire area is lit about as brightly as a torch.
I'm not mapping right now, guys. I'm yet to even have
That's
dinner.
crazy because I'm also not mapping. Well, let's go by pure animal instinct like our ancestors.
Well, I'll just wait.
I got paper here.
Wait, yeah. So, well, I don't know what I'm looking at. So
We went 2 feet.
Well, so far it's
down
been a
to
straight
2
shot.
feet
You
in.
went about
yeah.
You twist around about 90-degree turn about 8 feet, and there's a door, and now it's just straight down. About 30. Yeah, it's about 40 feet forward and 30 feet deep. Relatively shallow steps.
And that was a twist to the right or to the left?
To the left. Good question.
I drew that wrong. Use this free graph paper I got from the conference. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Another benefit of working in an office supply store is I can just go, yeah, I need this to draw business rooms of places with customers.
I'm making a list for our customers. Yes.
Yeah. You've checked out like 87 individual 5-packs of that. I draw a lot of rooms, man. Can we see them? No.
Yep. For a while there, I owned my own IT reseller. That was great stuff. Hey, Red Hat, can I get 60 more of those notebooks? Sure. All right, so
30 feet.
yeah, 30 feet down, 40 feet straight forward. So who's opening the door at the bottom, which is obviously in very good repair? And what's odd, you notice the door latch is weird. Rather than your standard lift latch or pull latch, this actually is a sort of an L-shaped metal bar that sticks out that apparently will open it by going up or down, twisting on a pivot.
Oh my goodness, it's a real shame that I'm playing the wrong character because otherwise they'd be freaking out more right now.
Marin wants to, before we open that door, there isn't even any spot surface to rust?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, everything looks very well maintained. There's
Okay.
dust everywhere, but everything's good shape, but there's dust and cobwebs everywhere.
Are the hinges on the outside or the inside?
They're on the inside.
So we got an ADA compliant latch.
Pretty much, yes.
Which won't be invented for millennia. Yeah.
And then we'll find Leoman's hideout. We know who Leoman is, right? We got some of his spells off of a scroll.
Yeah. And then inside is Mordenkainen's HR department, yes.
Oh no. You're fired, and you just burst into flames. I guess I opened the door.
All right, you open the door. Inside is
you in the front, but I'm willing to go.
Is a 30 by 30 room. In the ceiling are 2 rows of 3 panels. The panels are rectangular. They're about a foot wide and 2 feet long. They look like frosted glass, and each one has a light shining out of it, so the entire room is very well lit.
Are we roughly in the center of the...
You're in the center of one wall, and there's a door in the center of each of the other walls. The room itself is full of old cobwebs and dust, but otherwise in perfect repair. Each of the doors is similar when you came in. It has a metal frame around the door. The door is made of it has some sort of covering on it that looks like almost like horn or leather or hardened leather, and it has the same L-shaped handles. All the hinges are on the inside towards this room.
My goodness. I did not. Why is this here?
I don't know. Should we start with the door on the right? Or should we...
Isn't the usual thing doors on the left?
More closely.
Is there anything else in the room?
No, just the 2 rows of lights and the various doors.
Yeah.
Oh, I take that back. On one wall is an old piece. It looks like parchment or paper. It's about 3 feet wide and 7 feet high and has very faded writing on it.
Can we
scholars memorize? Can you comprehend languages today?
Marin has language slots if we want to assign him something random.
Well, actually,
have
do any of
tongues,
you?
not comprehend.
You guys are spellcasters, right? This
Yeah.
isn't the language that's common for magic, arcane magic users. It's very old. It's an old version of that, and the only thing you can really make out is compliance poster number 7 on the top. It's very faded. At one point, you see report all instances of unpaid overtime, and that's all you can really make out on the poster.
Nice.
We're in the break room.
Yeah.
Can our elves do a quick pass around the room and see if we get our
Sure.
passive secret?
You got
door
it.
pickup?
Let me do a quick check. Well, this is actually active since you're doing it on purpose, and they detect no
active.
secret doors.
Okay.
And this is all in Meiji language.
Wizards were here.
And
Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do this right? Wizards,
Right, that's-
Wizards don't normally have this style of building. Who did this?
They're technocrats.
Shut up.
Well, Bill wanted to go left, but Soren's mom always told him to choose the right.
That's crazy. I guess we're going right then, Mr. Party
Okay,
Leader.
you go to the right, and who opens that door?
Soren.
Soren. You open the door, and there is a 10-foot wide corridor that arches up to 16 feet. This is a sort of an older style. This is more like what you're used to, but it opens up into a large space just 20 feet away. And that space is well lit, but it does not lit by the same sort of panels of the room you came back. It's more the sort of phosphorescence that was in the tunnel that came to that room. This room, however, looks... There's no spider webs or cobwebs, but it is dusty.
See, that sounds more.
Or is it just...
And at the
the
edge of your
next
light,
space.
you see some sort of stone structure, like a sculpture or something, in the room. But it's really hard to make out at this range.
About how far away?
About 50, 60 feet
From the door or from inside?
from the door.
I don't like this.
You never
It
like
doesn't have
anything.
very different construction.
We
Um,
can't see.
What's that?
You never like anything.
Yeah, but this feels particularly bad. This reminded me of a place I went.
If you haven't noticed, Bill's defining personality characteristics is he doesn't trust anything.
Yeah.
Like, as a player, this reminded me of a certain Tomb of Liberator that I went to recently. That was a very bad place to be in.
Oh, that's a long way away from here.
It is, but its general layout reminds me of it in many
They're
unfortunate
both
ways.
inside Skull Mountains. So.
In a world of teleporters, nothing is really that far away from anything.
Yeah, no, we ended up in Tomb of the Liberator. We're hecking dead. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'd be like, okay, here's my character sheet and all this stuff.
All right, so Dismas will,
Yes.
he can pull out his, he's, we all have continual light stuff. So if he sees something at the edge of his vision that is intriguing, he'll walk up. He'll just keep going. Hey, Hey, look at that! He's going to walk toward it.
Why? No,
Get
don't
lit.
break party formation.
That's what
You're
he's
gonna head on
doing.
in?
Yeah,
Dismiss,
he's going to walk
we
in a
got
little
lots
bit.
of continual light stuff. Maybe we toss one out there.
That's what I'm thinking. We don't go into the area. We throw a continual light object.
All right.
And
Well,
see what we see.
if they catch him more than a couple feet in there, he'll stop and say, "Yeah, that's right. We have the thief kit, and we can spin the continual light frisbee at it."
Sure.
Yes.
Do we have
Yeah.
a frisbee? I was thinking.
No,
we have one of those. Maybe we actually buy some of Seeker's continual light sphere balls.
No, we were given a kit.
Well,
we were
given
given a
whole
kit.
kits.
We were given the thief kit
Yeah.
with, and we also have rods. I mean, we have a lot of continual. We have. A
So
lot
you
of
guys gonna
continual-
toss a rod or a disc or something in there? Or?
I think
Yeah.
I'll toss the chalk.
Oh, sure. So you toss it in there. The light intensifies in the room as motion happens. The light object lands there, and you see that this room is about 50, 55 feet across. It's slightly irregular. It's like an irregular octagon on the walls. And in the middle is a fountain with 7 layers in it, staggered back and forth, but it's obviously long dry. There is a door on the north. On the wall to your left, a door on the wall to your right, and that's all you see.
And so the statue figure that was in there was toward the back of the chamber?
No, it's in the middle of the chamber.
Oh, so it's not really a statue, it was the fountain. Okay.
It's a fountain. There's like little stylized fish and stuff in it. That's what you were seeing in the distance.
Do we want
I don't trust the fountain.
Do we want to go check the other doors from the main room before we pick one to actually explore? See if one's closed up, if one's like just a room with no exits, we can clear that room and then be done with it, shut the door, and then go to another. As opposed to leave. Yeah. Because if we shut this door, if something wants to come at us out of this room, it's got to open the door. Probably.
Probably. I hope they have to open the door.
Look, you can just set Marin up in the main. You can just set Marin up in the main room, and he could just wait and just kind of,
kill
anything that's not you.
My biggest worry is that the antipathy is actually not to keep people out; is to keep something in.
Yeah. Totally possible.
The orcs they thought it was dangerous to even approach the door.
That's how antipathy would work, though. They would think it's the most terrifying thing in existence. Yeah. You send 5 orcs and they all come out running in maximum fear and say, "Don't enter this place."
Yeah.
And then the good wizards set this up like, this thing is dangerous. We need to make sure this thing never leaves. Set up an antipathy on the exit.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
Soren will use his monocle of magic detection to take a look at the fountain.
There's a very faint aura of alteration, but you can tell it's been dimming and getting weaker for a long time.
Interesting.
You do notice that on the very far wall, not centered on the wall, off to the side, there is some sort of faint glow of magic. It looks like illusion.
Come on, we got to go look at it.
Take a closer look.
Look at it through the shield.
My henchman has the shield now because I can't use shield right now.
We can still hold the shield and look through it.
True.
Bob, give me the shield again. No, Bob.
No, I can just ask Big Tom to see if he sees anything weird.
Yeah, he says that when looking through the shield, there's a door over there. But when he doesn't look through the shield, it's just a blank wall.
See?
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Okay. So do we want to check this room, or do we want to go back out and check the other doors and get a sense of where we are in space, and then check room by room?
That is entirely up to you guys. Like I'm along for the ride.
Let's be thorough here.
Nah, let's not.
I think the illusion door is the most likely to have anything of great value.
The illusion door almost certainly has where the money is.
Yeah.
But
if we don't do the illusion door first, I'd rather start to the right. Keep going the way we're going.
Okay.
Aww. But unless we want to skip to the illusion door because it's the most interesting thing we've seen.
Didn't want to cough you guys as usual.
Oh, yeah. I kind of like.
I don't know. The illusion door sounds pretty sick.
Is there water in the fountain? Is the fountain running?
Oh gosh, so it's been dry for so long. There's just dust in it.
Okay. Then I won't throw a coin in.
We could put.
You know what?
Your coin.
You know what? No, I throw a gold piece to the fountain.
Give me a saving throw versus death. Give me a saving throw versus death magic.
Really? That's crazy. 11. I'm a 7th level 11. Do I make it?
You do make it, and give yourself a +1 on damage for the next day.
Yo! Don't do that, guys. It's a save versus death magic. Something very bad is likely to happen if you do. Let's say.
So now I assume we're in the room because we're close enough to throw coins in the fountain. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I assume you're in there too, looking around.
Oh yeah.
There's a door to your as you came in. There was a door to your left, and as you came in, there's a door to your right, and the illusionary door was almost opposite where you came in.
Let's open the door to the left, and now we can check these for traps. If we don't need to just open doors now that it's been pointed out that it might be keeping something in, but we can. Is the detect evil still running?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. You haven't used it up yet. It's gonna. I mean, it's not gonna last forever. So, what's your detect traps chance?
On the left-hand door, Dismas is at, what is he at now?
Pretty good. Oh.
Well, he's at 47%.
So, which door, left or right?
Left.
Okay. He detects no traps.
Okay, so somebody else should open this door.
And that will be?
Sorry, you want to do it or shall I?
I'm waiting for volunteers.
I must have missed something. Which door are we at? We're
left as you came in. Left as you came in.
Okay. Not the illusion door.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
You were looking at the illusion door, and then he said left or right, and I went, wait a minute.
That's fair. That's fair. There's a lot of crosstalk tonight.
Are there 2 doors behind the illusion? Okay.
Oh, if only.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Hold on a second.
I'll open it.
And beyond is a collapsed tunnel.
Oh, that's easy.
All right. Look at it through our shield and monocle, I would recommend. And then
nope, it's just a collapsed tunnel.
That's crazy.
Let's go to the. You see now, the reason I like doing it is because if there's another door that circles around and we have the collapsed tunnel, we might find the other end of the tunnel. Yeah. So do we want to check the
illusionary door? That's my vote.
Okay. Well, I
rotate around the room. Let's do it.
I don't know. It seems like it's doing the best, and then the poor right hand door is always going to be like, eh. Oh, and there's another door. We're not building to the climax.
Okay, we can do the right hand door if we want.
All right.
So which door's next?
We'll
right hand door.
The illusion.
Okay. So what's the check for traps?
Who's opening the illusionary door?
Oh, you're doing the illusionary door.
Okay.
Who's opening it?
Yeah, either way.
You're just going to open it? Okay. Well, I will step.
Okay, I guess I open the illusionary door.
All right, you open the illusionary door. The illusion falls. It's obvious it'll come back when the door is shut. And there's a very short. It's more like just an alcove, a few feet. It opens into another 30 by 30 room that is empty, but on the far wall is some sort of image. It looks like dots set in the wall or something.
In any kind of pattern?
Yeah, you're going to have to get closer to figure it out, but there's a pattern over there, all right?
It's a good thing we have scholars who can look at things.
Yeah, could I let's have Dismas at 47 and Gan for some reason at 50 do a find traps on the floor.
Oh, sure. Let me do a double check on that one. Fine. Yeah, they feel very confident there's no traps on the floor.
All right.
Is the magical monocle still going?
Yes, and that whatever that is over there has a strong aura of alteration magic, but it kind of flickers.
Oh no!
And I put into the Seaward channel an image. There's used to be 5 buttons, but 3 of them are destroyed. They look like they've been chopped away. There's a black button in the middle, and on the top is a red button.
Do not press those buttons. Do not press those buttons. What are these doing here?
No, all right. Well, I wasn't going to touch the buttons anyway.
Come on.
I'm sorry, Rick. Can you describe it again?
Fine.
I am zoned out right now.
As
trying
a
to
player...
do something stupid.
We got a person ask a question. What's going on?
Can you describe it again one more time?
Sure. There was a set. Imagine a rosette. There's a black button in the middle. Above it is a red button, and there was a button to its left, right, and bottom, but they've all been destroyed. It looks like they were chipped out with a knife or an axe, so they don't work anymore.
They look at all the substation controls.
No, the substation controls were a grid of either 6x6 or 12x12 and multiple colors.
As a player, I don't know what a Skull Mountain button teleporter is doing here.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I have no idea why a Skull Mountain button teleporter.
That's what I thought it was too. Out of character, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, no, out of character, I have no earthly clue why a button teleporter is here. Because there is, what is it, 3 types of teleporter?
3. Yeah. That you
There's
know
buttons, there's not, and what's the third type again?
of. Sliders.
Yeah, slide. Button is the most common, but it's the least reliable.
What if it goes straight to the pool though?
That would be really bad. I would be so many questions would be raised if we go like straight to the green black pool. Like we would be basically taken in by the fireworks for investigation for like what the heck is this place?
We just found it, man. It's in your realm. It's in your realm.
But there's nothing else in the room.
Okay.
Let's not mess with this now. When we get a bit more, when we're further into the dungeon,
Let's
we'll test out the teleport.
Check the right-hand door.
Sure. All right, let's go back. Okay, quick random encounter check. Nothing. Okay, you guys checking for traps, or you doing it the quick way?
Let's have Gans at 50 and Dismas at 47. So let's backstop.
Yeah, 47. They're very confident it's untrapped. They're very confident. Of course, you always are, especially if you blow it.
Yeah. I've never been this confident in my life. We do not open the door.
Another collapsed tunnel.
Wow.
Does it look like it collapsed naturally, or was it?
No. As a matter of fact, you guys assume that somebody cast rock to mud to destabilize it and collapse at least 50 feet of solid rock.
Oh wow! So to cut out other entrances to it.
Yes.
All right. Okay, well let's go out to the main room and.
Well, as you head back towards the main room, you see that there's no door at the end of this hallway. There is instead the frame of the door is now. It looks like it's glowing a sort of greenish blue, and it's putting off a fair amount of light. And there's a shimmering field in between it. The door is gone, and instead you've got that, like I said, outline of bright green blue. And a shimmering field in between that it's hard to see through, and it's shimmering. And you feel a faint hum in your teeth when you get close to it.
Where are we at the moment? I was busy helping Rogue with something.
You were heading back out towards the main room.
Back to the door to the main room, right? The door, when you say main room, you mean the one with all the lights in the ceiling, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
But now there's a force field.
So now there's like a shimmery force field block in the doorway, but the door is missing.
Absolutely.
Huh. I throw one of my ordinary daggers at it. What happens to it?
There we go.
It glances off. Yeah.
Okay. Luckily for us, I have a halberd of sharpness. That can slowly cut through stone. Can I just cut around this force field?
Oh, no, the force field itself extends into the stone around it. It glances off the entire area. You'd have to dig through at least 20 feet of rock to get out of here.
Now, granted, let me check the Sword of Sharpness dig rate, because it actually is pretty crazy.
Nope. Sorry.
It's alright.
Okay. Sounds like we have to use that teleporter, it seems.
Yeah, remember that weird room that came in with the lights? The entire thing is now shielded, so you can't get into it. You'd have to, do crazy stuff to get out of here. I'm not saying it's some sort of one-way trap, but...
Yeah, it sounds like we have to use the teleporter. Okay. So, another option is, my cleric knows to spell magic. He can try that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah. He'll start casting the spell magic on this.
All right, throw me percentile. I'd throw a d6. Okay. Get up the dice channel.
He is.
Unfortunately, it does not even flicker.
Okay. So the only option we have is, I guess, either looking for more secret doors or testing out one of those buttons. Is, I guess, either looking for more secret doors or testing out one of those buttons. What do you want to try?
Secret doors.
Yeah, secret doors.
Right. How many elves and half elves do you have in the group? Remind me.
I got
Oh boy.
2. I got 1 half elf and a dwarf and a gnome.
All right, all of you working together. It takes you about 40 minutes. You're convinced there's no other doors out of this area.
Okay. Sounds like I have to use the teleporter, boys.
I have not used this map since 1989.
Goodness gracious. Okay, that's really bad.
Okay.
No.
So do we want to go? Is there anything that looking at them with our massive scholar powers we can infer that is black good or is red good?
Oh, you assume that black is some sort of reset or activator? You assume that you either have to press black then red or red then black to do anything.
That doesn't make any sense. That'd be the first time this teleporter is like this.
Can we tell
Well, it's
what color
damaged.
the other ones used to
damaged.
Yeah, is there a way to tell what the other ones used to be?
You assume that there was looking at it, you can tell from the damage, there was a blue, a white, and a green.
Now, this is out of player knowledge. White usually takes you to Skull Mountain if you're not already in Skull Mountain.
Green.
Right. Green almost always just sends you to Skull Mountain. Usually somewhere very deep and very bad.
Well, I do really want that ring.
So we're going to the final frontier.
So let's see. So it looks like it's black then red or red then black.
Yep, one or the other.
If black
So
is
what order do you guys want to do?
black then red.
Yeah,
Reset whatever the last thing was, if we're assuming that's what it is, and then red because that's the only place we got to go. And then if black sends us somewhere,
We can always somehow hopefully get back here, but we never know.
Save your admin. Try to get the recorder access to this.
I already did. I did.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. That's been taken.
Which one are you trying first?
Black then red.
Oh, there's a bright. That's easy. There's
really close together.
You guys feel like there's a flash, but there's no flash. And there's an echoing feeling. It's hard to explain. And you're standing on a narrow... Well, it's hard to explain. But you're standing on a narrow piece of stone that's only about 20 feet wide. And you're in it's in a vast space. It's about 140, 150 feet wide. So look at your left and right. The walls are about 70 feet across. It looks like you're in a natural chimney almost.
Are the walls round?
Yeah.
It's a big it's like you're in a hole in a round shaft. Looking up, about 1,000 feet above you, you see a little light, but you realize that's a opening about at least 100 feet wide, and there's some sunlight coming down. And there's no railings on the edge of this. You carefully look down, you see that about 800 to 900 feet below you is water.
No, why are we here? No.
So Marin's gonna look over at Bill and say, "So, can we go get that ring now?"
Now, here's the thing. This extension, you realize you're on a bridge.
Right.
And in front of you is a door with some sort of sign on it. And behind you is another door with a very different... There's like a thing above it in bronze or brass set into the stone.
Just a moment.
Above you, about 80 feet, you see another bridge. And below you, carefully, you see about 300 feet further down, another bridge, all going the same direction as this one is.
Oh, goodness. We're in the middle, bridge?
You're in the middle, and if you look carefully, and you can just see it in the light, against the wall to your left, centered, are rungs. It looks like there's a ladder that goes all the way up and down the shaft.
Yes. So remember, guys, the map we got for Redeemer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're here already. It's not like we know a way to get back.
Also, of course.
Well, the thing is, Redeemers.
Also, our horses are back there.
Yeah, Redeemers in the green.
Oh no, we're actually down a ton of stuff. There's an apparatus of koalas, but it's some horses just outside the Orcish city state.
Well, they're by that area
Dismissed.
nook.
No, you guys stashed them. You stashed the
teleportation?
apparatus.
Yeah.
Don't think we've ever had somebody had the teleport. No,
I have the teleport without error. Yeah.
Yeah, we could just go back. Well, we only go back to where we were. We'd be trapped again.
Not yet. Like while we're here,
By the way,
we'll go get that
You
sword.
really want to bring that
well, no, we could.
Now, I assume you guys are you guys are talking this out. The door in front of you opens,
and
a man comes out and goes, "Thanks, guys. See you next week." And he sees you, goes, "Oh, hi!" And then he lifts and he flies up through the air. And if you stand and watch him, he goes about 300 feet up and lands on a tiny ledge, opens a formerly secret door, and walks into a room and shuts the door behind him.
Marin cleared like 3 inches of steel, and it's like,
Are we in?
We should be quick.
Let's walk. I mean, we don't know anything about what's built into Skull Mountain, but
No, we don't. We're in completely unfamiliar territory. We don't even know it's Skull Mountain. Not out of character. This is the heckin' deep, and we need to be very careful.
No, I think we do know it's Skull Mountain because we know about I think we learned about the chimney.
Well, one thing you guys
we were on the mountain. We looked in the chimney. I think at one.
You've looked down the deep before, so you can recognize this is the deep.
Yeah, we are in the deep. We have to be very careful, right?
So we can go over.
I will not explain why.
We can go read the plaque over the one door and see what it says from like 12 feet away.
Sure. The bronze brass stuff.
Yeah.
It says Academy of Magic by invitation only. All others send notes.
Okay.
Yes, they are out of character. They're actually kind of annoying. They don't do much. They're just kind of there.
And then is there? What's the other door? I mean, he said, hey guys, what is that door? Does the door from, again, not touching it, but walking, close enough to see it?
Oh, sure. You got it. Hold on just a second.
Yeah. Just what's it look like? Is there a sign? Is there a...
And
this is
the ladder goes up and down.
Yeah, as you get closer, you realize that there's a ledge that goes around.
Oh, no.
There's a ledge that goes around at the level of the bridge that you're on. There's a ledge that's about 2.5, 3 feet wide that goes all the way around the perimeter. So you could very carefully walk to or from that ladder thing to either end of the bridge. But no, there's that sign that I just set up in there is what is on there, and it says "Welcome to the Spa" on it.
Any comments, Sam?
Oh, this is actually a good place to be. It's actually completely safe. In fact, one of the active current PCs has set it up.
Yeah, I mean, and so what I'm saying, I mean, because there's like one of these, I think one of the doors off this was the cathedral or something. So the
oh yeah. If you know how to get there, you can get to a cathedral and actually get healed and stuff.
I mean,
right,
if we go up the rungs of the ladder, we can go to the third floor of Skull Mountain and easily get to the Cavern of Herds, and from there we can get to the Green and Black Pool.
Well, and I guess what I'm saying is, I'm more thinking, can we get out of? I actually do want to get back to my wagon.
Yeah, well, it is pretty important. So we have two options. Well, we have three options. Okay, no. Let me explain. So the three options are: we can go to the spa. There are ways to come to the spa to other places. We can actually get pretty close to the Orcish city states from there, but it would still be weeks out from getting back there from the spa. We more have like four options. We can go down to where Redeemer supposedly is and try to get it.
Well, and is Redeemer is below us? It's different than the sword in the Green and Black Pool?
Well, there's no sword in the Green and Black Pool. Instead, there's that ring that Marin wants.
The ring is in Green and Black. Okay, I had them conflated in my head.
Well, you go to the Green and Black Pool, which, by the way, it's probably an awful idea, but we could try it.
Oh, yeah, we're not equipped.
It's absolutely an awful idea, I grant you, because we are not prepared.
Or we can gamble with that teleport without air scroll, because technically you guys don't have it 100% guaranteed that you can pull it off. They go back to the entrance of where we were.
That's true, and I'm saving it to teleport the machine anyway.
Right. But the teleport without error, doesn't that go wherever you want without error? So we could go outside.
Yes,
basically,
the air is just
You can actually say, "Take me to my horse. Take all of us to my horse, and we get you there safely." Yes.
Yeah. So we've got now it.
And the scroll has 3 uses, so we can just go back.
The scroll has 3 uses? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's 3 spells on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So my notes right here.
But we don't have a 100% chance of being able to use it successfully.
No.
Is the concern there.
My vote is let's go get that sword since we know where it is. We can.
We just take the rungs down.
Why not?
We can try it.
Well, I mean, the other thing is the climbing is there's a risk of falling on the climb, right?
We have
it's negligible. Yeah.
It's
okay.
We're all veteran adventurers. It's fine. Plus, the map to Redeemer said it was no risk at all if you did it right.
Okay. Let's go get Redeemer, and then teleport. And what's there's a chance to teleport without error would fail, which kind of
So how this works is because the spell is higher level than the maximum level spell the scholar can cast. There's a chance of scroll mishap. So because it's teleport without error, we won't die. Instead, we'll just be teleported to somewhere randomly if we fail.
It would be random instead of okay.
Yeah, you're not going to end up in solid rock, but you might end up in like High Morath. Yeah.
Or Landon or anywhere bad.
Yeah. So with the sword, I'm at -10 on fail.
Yep.
So you're probably our best bet to read that scroll if it comes to it. Who knows? Maybe Redeemer will have a way to send us back.
Yeah, I mean, if rather than just running, if we have a chance to actually accomplish something and then do the same thing.
Hey, okay. Which button did we press to get here?
Black then red. Don't do black red. It seems do red black next time.
Do we do black then red, or do we do black and this hit us?
You did black then red, then this happened.
Okay. So the black was
very bad.
The red put us.
We're in bad place.
Well, you know. It's not so
okay. So the instructions for Redeemer say we climb down and then continue on?
Yes,
that's correct.
We climb down to the very bottom. And then from there is a small town.
To the very bottom? To the bottom bridge? I thought it was to the bottom bridge.
No, it's all the way down. All the way down. And then in a town, there is a lit house. And inside that lit building, there is Redeemer.
No.
Well,
that's not what the map says. The map says you should go there. And then it's got clues from there to get to Redeemer. Thank you.
Got it.
So if we climb down the ladder, we're not going to activate defenses or the Watcher.
Well, we don't know anything about the Watcher.
We don't know that.
Oh. All right.
Let's go down.
Yep.
All right. So marching order is going to be the same as you creep around that little narrow ledge with no railings to the rungs and then go down?
Yep.
Okay. As you go along, you see something posted near to the ladder as you get closer. And as you get closer, you see it. And it should be...
There's spot ad.
Yep.
Yep.
Another spa ad, a different one. And remember, folks, ladies are half price every Thursday.
What day of the week is it?
It's actually Wednesday.
Dang.
All right, we'll come back tomorrow for
our 2 female.
Remember her name? Crazy. What's her name?
All right, so you guys are heading down the deep, and it's that time.
Oh no!
It's time for me to get out the chart for random encounters in the deep.
No. At least I may laugh.
That's a 1.
Oh no!
And that is an 08. Okay.
I actually don't know what that is.
D12. Okay. As you guys are starting to go down the ladder, you see, opening the door for the academy, a man very well dressed. He's wearing a velvet jacket with the sleeves cut, the puffy sleeves cut, showing a silk shirt underneath. He has very expensive silk pantaloons and hose, boots, a big hat with a jaunty feather, and hanging from his waist is a massive two-handed scimitar made of solid granite.
Well,
And you see him walking across a bridge towards the spa. He sort of gives you a little jaunty wave and continues on his merry way as you guys start climbing down.
Marin will give him a nod, just because, to be polite.
Oh, sir! Hello!
No!
Hey, have you been above ground? What's the weather like?
Don't say
I couldn't
anything.
tell you.
Excuse me, sir?
Don't
I
say
couldn't tell
anything.
you.
Stop talking.
Oh, that's rather rude. I don't know if I like you. Anyway, sir. And he turns and goes off. Now, who was it that said that?
My
Marin.
apologies.
Marin. Yeah.
I'm talking.
Your apologies. Well, I accept your apologies, sir. And indeed, sir, I'm sorry for my harsh words. Would you care to have some tea with me?
No, stop talking.
I would have to decline, sir. We are on a journey.
A journey? Where in the mountain are you going, sir?
Out, we hope.
Out. Oh, how are you going out, young man? He actually starts walking towards. Starts walking towards the ledge to come speak to you more directly. Ouch! You say, I'd love to get out of the mountain. Do you know a way to get out of the mountain?
I'm afraid not.
Oh,
I've never been this deep before.
you've never been this deep before. Would you like directions someplace?
The cathedral?
Excuse me?
The cathedral?
The cathedral, of course. You want to see the Archbishop. Would you like to have your sins forgiven, young man?
I hate how Bill is first in the order and thus out of range to do anything.
Other than helplessly signal.
And just keep going down and ignore strangers in the mountain.
To have your sins forgiven, young man?
You know, Bill and his henchmen, because they're first, are going to keep going down. They're trying to get as much distance from Marin as possible. Trying to disassociate with Marin, even.
Yeah, you still walk around the edge of the ledge.
Marin will say, for now I do not need confession, but to get to mass, hopefully.
To get to mass, well, you go up from here, up to the second ledge above here, and then follow that ledge to your left, and you can find the cathedral when you hear the singing. Do you like to sing?
I cannot sing very well, sir. Also, my companions are getting ahead of me. I must go. Have a good day, sir.
This is the most conversation I've had in days. I look forward to meeting you again. Next time, however, I will insist you come with me for tea.
Oh, boy.
Do you like tea?
Well. Don't say anything. Just keep going down.
See you later.
Get to him, Bill.
Ta-ta. And he turns and starts walking back towards the spa.
Sam, did I just have a conversation with Rupert?
Usually.
Yes. Who you're not supposed to talk to.
I pictured him as more wearing armor.
No, he doesn't need it, is the thing.
So what you want to master
Maybe you
is
should defend the rumor to not nod at him either.
Is to kind of vaguely point at your ear and just kind of shrug and then turn away.
That's why Bill was getting distance, because he was starting to get actually agitated a little.
I will say on the side, once a seeker ran into Rupert deep in the tunnels and just strolled past him, staring into the distance like a private trying to ignore a drill sergeant.
Another thing was when we were doing something in the mountain, I won't say what because it's crazy. At one point, Rupert just showed up and he was like, "Hey guys, I see you guys again." We literally just said, and we're literally saying nothing. We walked past him. And he followed us for like seriously like 2 hours and then stopped following us. And by the way, we have never really spoken with Rupert. The extent of Clint's conversations with Rupert has been a little bit of talking and being told good zob from Rupert.
Okay. Now, you guys are going down the rungs, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
You guys are going a long way. You know, you're climbing down a 900-foot ladder. And this is just big, wrought iron rungs sunk into the rock. Now you go past another ledge that leads to the bottom bridge. And as you're going down, you see a bald man wearing just a loincloth, no sandals or anything, walking from one door to another on the bottom bridge. He ignores you as if you're not there. You continue going down. At one point, you see someone fly between doors way above you, 1,000 feet above. And then finally, you come down to sort of a pebble and shale beach on the edge of this lake. Now, the lake is vast, but the odd thing is here on this shore, it's right where the deep comes down, but it stretches way off across from you and to your left. But on your right, there's this beach that leads up, and you see a dock sticking out. Now, on your way down, you did notice one thing. There's a sort of a bubble down here, like an upside down funnel. So the one edge of the funnel is straight up and down. And there's a village over as you turn around, and the ladder's behind you to your right at an angle. And there's lights in it, and there's a dock sticking out, and above it, the rock arches up about 100 feet, and then it's more of the deep, but 100 feet above that there's a sort of cave. And every now and then you see a massive set of cat's eyes reflecting light at you from that cave above the village, as there's something in there easily with a head 10 feet across that looks around constantly, but it ignored you all the way down.
You see, I don't remember that from last time we were down here.
Sure you do. You know who it is.
I actually forgot.
You forgot.
Oh, right, I know what that is now.
So you can easily walk along this beach down to that village.
We're supposedly just clues to where Redeemer is.
Okay. Then to the village we go. I suppose.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Well, you got another encounter, and you got a 99.
What's that mean?
Because we found all the treasure. It's all ours now.
Oh, somebody throws something off one of the bridges.
Oh no! Why would they do this? Who did this?
Something falls from the bottom.
Rupert.
From the middle bridge. Something falls out and hits the lake with a splash. And now we get to check. Sam, it's a 6, so nothing happens.
Okay. We stand very still for a minute anyway.
The ripples go across, and there's very briefly towards the middle of the lake, which is away from the deep, a flash of pink blue light from under the water, just a quick click, and it's gone. And then everything goes still again. Crazy. Okay. I assume you continue on?
Just died right there through no fault of our own.
Yep.
You guys
continuing toward the village.
The village is interesting enough. It's got a wall that's about 9 feet high facing the lake, except where the dock is. But as you get there, you realize this village is just abandoned. Imagine a place that's just not seen anybody in it for 100 years. The doors are sagging, the windows are creaking. But when you get to the dock, you see there's exactly right. That's pretty good. There's a street leading from the dock into the heart of the village, and every 30 feet there's a pole. The pole's 30 feet high, and the top of it is a continual light object. And this one path is well lit. Everything else is in deep shadow.
Okay.
The map says to follow that path, by the way.
Stay on the
Okay, let's follow the path.
Stay on the road. Stay off the moors.
Exactly right. You guys have gone about 30 yards when... Hold on a second. Who's third in the marching order?
Well, probably a henchman.
Yeah, probably my monk henchman.
Oh, your monk.
That's really useful.
He taps you on the shoulder and points, and down one of the side streets, you see a being no more than 3.5 feet tall, the height of a dwarf, but not built differently. Its face completely swathed in scarves, and around its head like a turban, and just its eyes are visible, glaring at you, and it hisses and vanishes into the darkness, away from the bright lights.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, that's interesting.
Let's just
I'll make
ignore
a note of that later to investigate further in the safety of a well-lit library. Not here.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys continue on a bit further, and you come to the town square. Now, there's one of these poles at each of the corners, and one in the middle. And to your right, you see a very well-kept, fully tended inn and tavern. There's lights on, and you can actually hear a bit of music and laughter from inside.
What exactly did our map say to look for?
Said to
Bad
go to
news.
the
It says to go here and ask about Redeemer.
But did it say like a
And I
cottage?
take it everything else looks empty.
Empty and abandoned. Yeah.
So I guess the map's telling us we'll go for the one place with people.
All right.
All right. You head over, and above it says the Shadowy Inn.
All right.
All right, you go in, and it's a very typical large inn and tavern. It can seat at least 120 people, so it's as big as anything you'd see on the King's Road ever. There's a bartender, burly guy, his sleeves rolled up. He's bald. He's got a swarthy skin, black eyes. He's got a smile on his face as he rubs the counter down. The barmaid is obviously related. She's got long, thick, straight black hair, but the same complexion, same eyes. And behind, through a window, you see a cook, an older man, again, obviously related, this exact same skin tone, same cast of the face, also bald. He has a big black earring in one ear, and he's cooking some stuff up. And in the room, you see a very handsome man dressed all in black velvet with a big gold collar. You know what I mean by a collar? The type of necklace that rests on your shoulders, not around your neck.
Mm-hmm.
And each panel of it has a black opal in it. It's probably 50,000 gold pieces worth of necklace. Playing the harp and singing, and by the fireplace, which is roaring. And around there are about 8 people. There's 6 humans, all singing along with his famous drinking song from the area. There's 3 dwarves, and there is a rather skeletal-looking man. It looks like a tall human that's been starved almost to death, but he's moving healthily, and his ears are pointed but serrated at the same time, and he has just slits on his face instead of a nose that protrudes. But he's drinking and singing along with everyone else.
That's unusual to see here. What the heck is that doing?
And as you come in, you see the man behind the counter goes, "Hey, welcome, friends. Food, drink, or both?"
Both, please.
"Oh, have a table, and Annika will come take care of you."
Aaron starts to nod and then just kind of stops and just shakes his head and just kind of walks over to the table with him. It's like, yep, no, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Nope. No moving.
Yeah, you learned your lesson.
You learned your lesson.
Did
No.
You learned it for this week. Next week.
I mean, you got to roleplay that low charisma somehow.
Yep.
And talking to Rupert is one of those instances.
The girl comes over, and she's got a lovely voice and asks, she says, "We've got, today we have a cabbage soup, we have a lamb stew, we have fresh bread, we have ale, and we have spirits. What would you guys like?"
Bread and ale, please.
Okay. She takes your orders and hustles off, and she calls back, "Athlos," and the cook nods and gets your orders and starts going.
So, real quick, We got that note from when we went to that pirate lair about how we ever went to the Senate Inn, tell someone that what's his face sent us.
Yeah.
How about we not do that?
Who was it you were supposed to say sent you?
Well, I know who he really is, but I forget the name given to us at that time.
Let me go look at my notes.
Due to shenanigans, I know who that really is in the end, but that's a big spoiler and plot twist. And honestly, it'd be really funny if you guys never find out. I only learned that knowledge from my one-on-one character.
Ooh, that was fun. You were crying in fear. It was hilarious.
Yeah, no, it was the scariest fight I've ever been in. Like, me being one shot by paladins is different.
Well, now I'm intrigued.
I do not have a note for that thing. It's probably
I know that we-
somewhere, but I don't have
I've got it written down somewhere too, but I literally just retired that notebook and put it in archive. So
Well, a mystery to never be solved. What was that name we were supposed to ask for? I don't remember.
we all know what it is, and we'll all just pretend that we've used it. Yes.
Oh, I thought we were agreeing not to use it.
Well, if you do use
Not.
it, you can simply say, "I'm going to use that name that I know." Yes, I know what name that is, even though I don't know. Yes.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go. Yeah, let's not.
There we go.
Now, the amazing thing about this room is everything's in excellent shape, but behind the bar and above the bartender is a massive two-handed sword in a sheath on hooks.
Okay, I know. I actually have a note on who to say who sent us. Red Ross. Let's not
Oh, that's
mention
right.
that.
Red Ross. That sounds familiar.
Red Ross.
With the crazy hair, remember that?
Yes.
Well,
So,
Ross is
the
the man's
food
name,
come-
and both the guys we're looking at are bald. So they.
By the way,
maybe-
the food is excellent when it comes. Top notch. The bread in particular is just delicious. And Annika stops like, well, what brings you folks here before? I've never seen you.
Marin looks pointedly
Oh.
at Bill.
We seek Redeemer.
Redeemer? Redeemer? Hey, Armoth! We got guys looking for Redeemer. And the bartender chuckles, wow, I haven't had anybody come in and talk about Redeemer in what? 120 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, hey, Llewellyn. And the bard stops playing. Yeah, we got guys looking for Redeemer. Oh, sure. Okay. Redeemer, the great sword. The second most powerful holy weapon in the mountain. Yes.
You know, we've actually met him before.
Yeah.
I have a note that we met Llewellyn the Black.
Yeah, it's Llewellyn the Black. He goes, I know you guys. We met up in near Timberlake.
It actually is around Timberlake too.
Yeah.
How have you guys been? What brings you to the mountain? Oh, Redeemer, of course. The unholy holy sword, I like to call it.
You see, we're firstly here for Redeemer. You see, we had a mishap with a teleporter in an unrelated location.
A shocking occurrence this deep in the mountain. And he slaps the knee and laughs. You know, we had some people in here about 3 months ago that found a wrecked ship along the coast, went into the room, read a scroll, and they ended up right here in this room. It was the funniest thing you've ever seen. Remember how they screamed? And the maid laughs a little bit. Oh, they were so terrified. And then they didn't listen to us and they ran off in the village. The stalkers must have killed them in 4 or 5 minutes. It was horrible. And then they all laugh.
Yeah, horrible.
Fools. Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Marin's
so if you're looking for Redeemer, I got to ask you. If you're looking for Redeemer, we have the rules. And the rules are, we have to ask you, why do you seek Redeemer?
Oh, I remember there was something, if you sought it with some intent.
Well, that's very well. You see, this is out of character at the moment.
This question.
No. Here's the problem. Here's the really funny problem. What actual reason do we have to seek it? No, this is out of character, by the way, at the moment.
We want to use it to
because here's the problem.
Names.
No. Punchline. Okay, we went up to the 4 counties to look for legendary swords. We found no swords. Instead, we found them at the Redeemer. Because Bill wanted a cool sword. Bill doesn't need a sword anymore, which means Bill has no reason to seek Redeemer.
I think the original reason we went on this quest was because Soren talked to the old lady that we thought was an angel. Is that right? And so,
the old lady, sure.
Didn't he tell you to seek Redeemer?
She did.
Did it say that?
And so Soren, I think, is saying because he believes that it's his destiny to wield it against evil.
No, that a lady selling apples told us to seek Redeemer.
Hold on. So why do you think it's your destiny, young man?
Because I was spoken to by a lady who we believed was an angel or a messenger from God.
What was she selling?
Apples.
Did she touch you on the arm? She did.
She did, yeah. I remember that.
All right. Now I have a question for you. I need you to put aside all of your weapons and come here. And he turns and he takes the big 2-handed sword down off the wall. And he puts it on the bar top, on the counter.
Well, you leave all your weapons.
Yep.
All right. I need you to draw this sword and hold it with your bare hands.
Okay, get out a piece of parchment and a pen. Start sketching away.
That's good. I like that. 50 experience points. Write that down.
Dollar after all.
No, he wants you to use your bare hands and pull the sword from the sheath as he holds the sheath.
Master of the written word. Yeah.
We'll give that a try then.
Okay, and what's your alignment?
Lawful good.
Okay, the sword does nothing. He says, all right, and takes it from you and resheathes it. And says, okay, all right, guys, it's closing time, except for you, Llewellyn. All the rest of you, like, come on. Like, and there's a bit of back and forth. Everyone else leaves the bar. And he goes, very, very good. So you have passed the 2 tests, and I will tell you the rest. The road that you came in on continues to the village for 1 mile into the rock. And then you'll come to the edge of the city of light and shadows. At the edge of the city of light and shadows, you have 2 choices. I cannot tell you which one you should take. If you take one, you shall fight the army of shadow. If you take the other, you shall go to the place of change. Either one of them will end up with you finding Redeemer. Then you must pass the test of Redeemer finding you worthy. If that happens, please come back here and you get a free beer.
Sorry, it was the army. My pens are all bad. Army of Shadow or the Path of Change?
Place of change.
Place of change.
It sounds a lot less bad compared to the Army of Shadow.
What, you don't like counting small coins?
Again, with the puns, I love it.
Okay. So, I guess we're going to start walking towards DC. This is definitely not how I expected this day to go. At all. I was hoping for some good old-fashioned dungeon crawl and not to end up in Skull Mountain.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, well,
literally every time
to end up in Skull Mountain.
Yeah, every time we play in Seaward, I hope to not end up in Skull Mountain. That's been
but unfortunately for us, we had no choice in the map. Well, we had a choice in the map. We could have done red then black, but then who knows where we would have ended up.
Skull Mountain.
Here's the funny thing. All right. All of you start getting a weird feeling like you're nauseous.
As we're walking through the city, or as we're sitting in the...
As you head out to the square, and... Yes. There's a flash and a feeling of vertigo, and you're back in the room with the broken teleporter.
Ah,
What?
Ah,
And it sparks and flashes, and then sort of goes dead, and then you see that the magic comes back. Remember, it's broken.
Oh, hilarious! We were only in the mountain temporarily. What? Aren't you glad we weren't trying to get to the green and black pool?
yeah. Well, I don't
That
know.
was
We would end up. So is the door still covered by a force field?
No, the force field went down when you used the teleporter.
Oh, all right. Well, let's exit.
That
this
is
room.
one of the strangest tricks I've ever seen in a dungeon.
How many,
I
how many hours passed?
That was exactly 6 hours.
Now, one of the things that we learned a lot of information, which now the scholars can apply their scholarness to.
It's true. We can pick not to fight the Arya Shadow when we actually decide to go get Redeemer.
Exactly. We can learn what we need to do or not do to have a higher chance of success.
Just so you know, I pulled this trick back in the 80s, and it made Lou so mad that he almost vindictive killed me. He said it was the closest he came to actually fudging dice so my character would die to teach me to not do that again. Yes.
What the heck was he doing in the mountain that made him so mad that he left?
Was mad because I put him in the mountain, and then when he decided he was doing something else, and then he was this close to doing something he wanted to do anyway, and he got teleported out. He's like, and he's like, he actually stole that, and he's used the fading teleport trick on other people since. Just so you know.
I got to steal the fading teleporter trick too for my campaign. I'm sorry, I'm stealing that. That's real good.
Yeah, that's gonna show up. That's gonna show up.
For heaven's sake. And James is right here.
well, I was about to say you're right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but I thought of this when I was a younger man. Oh, a teleporter that's broken, so it fades, and you come back. And the thing is, it's a great way to learn stuff, and you guys took full advantage of it. But what I got to tell you is, I'm glad you didn't use that scroll of teleport without error, because you would have teleported and then gone back to the room anyway when it faded.
Right. The implication that it
that's
teleports you
evil.
back when it fails is that it's using its magic constantly to keep you in that place.
Oh yeah.
Which is almost like it's created an illusion of the place around you instead of sending you there.
Ooh.
Which also means that it must have an odd interaction with teleport with anti-magic self.
Yeah, it would really have a weird one.
Would it mean that you can't be teleported back when the duration ends because your link was severed?
Would it mean
I
that things
would rule that if you're in an anti-magic shell and the time ran out, as soon as the shell went down you left, you just instantly teleport, but you do it one at a time in that case, yeah.
What the heck would the menstrual anchor do to this sort of thing?
Probably wreck it. Yeah. Just wreck it.
Straight up.
Okay, so we're back in the dungeon we wanted to be in.
Yay!
So you basically just did a scouting expedition by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it cost us nothing except for a conversation with Rupert.
Who knows? Because the things you said to him, what he can do now.
And now we know what he looks like. Huh?
To avoid him, yes.
That reminds me, you spoke to Rupert, you were friendly to him and apologized. Marin, as you're getting ready for bed that night, you find a green key. It's a brass key painted green in one of your pockets that says number 3.
Write that down. That's the first brass key I've ever seen.
Green key number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Bill brass key.
Green brass key number 3.
That is an unusual, that exact combination I've never seen. Ever.
It's a Rupert key that only Rupert can give you.
I don't like that. I don't want to go to the location only Rupert keys can open.
Oh, yes, you do. If you live, you'll be rich.
That's a live part that I'm concerned about.
All right, so you're back in the city.
Before we get there, Marin needs that ring to get, or a lot more wishes to get his.
I'm terrified that actually, goodness gracious, can the Rupert key open that forbidden door?
Which one? There's like 9 of them.
The green and black pool door.
There's only one way to find out.
Don't use that key
We're
on
going
that
to find
door.
out where
Yeah,
it's going
yeah,
on
because
Marin's
it
keychain,
actually
and he's going to
hurts.
kind of pray he forgets about it.
Yeah, and also
Which
like
might have
Clint
problems,
has
but
literally told us that if we don't die from opening that door, he'll kill us. He'll kill us himself. So don't open that door. It's that bad that a paladin
Yep,
will just
I
actually go on his
remember.
way to
I
kill you.
remember.
But he gave
Oh,
us the
that's
key.
right.
He wants us to open it.
He really does. Yeah,
He doesn't
Rupert
know
wants you to open it, but that means that it's something you should never do.
Look.
Never do what Rupert
When we are
wants.
somewhere else, Marin is going to sit down with Dismas and Soren and say, "So, while Bill is gone out drinking or whatever he does, I have this. What is it?"
What is?
If you can see Llewellyn the Black again, remember, he's a 23rd level old school bard. He could probably just tell you what it is by looking at it.
Oh yeah.
It's true. He can just tell us anything we want if we ask him.
Who?
Now, fun fact about the Shadowed Tavern, Shadowed Inn. That is where Clint made the very unfortunate mistake of wishing to know about who ruled the Forbidden City, the Lost City. That almost killed him. And it made the innkeeper amused because Clint was out for 5 minutes as he learned forbidden knowledge.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, the forbidden knowledge they were Clint get forced to save or die at -6.
Okay.
It was literally he now knows things man is not meant to know. Very literally, quite literally. All right, so you're back in the city. Actually, you can get some sleep and get spells.
Yeah, because we've been at Dungeoneering for a long time. It's been like 7 hours. We need to get some sleep.
Yeah, we had 2 doors left to look at
In the main room.
Yep.
in the main
Sure,
room.
you guys can clear those out as you go. The one that was opposite the door you came in is another collapsed tunnel.
Okay.
And the one that was left as you came in, and that's from the original, is actually a trick. It is a little place where a man can sit and look through a peephole, and then open a concealed crossbow slit and shoot anybody in the room.
Is there a skeleton of a dude?
No, it was abandoned long before that happened. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's no crossbow there?
Why is this place here?
Okay.
You'd have to ask Sean Fickle and Marvin Rucker that question.
My goodness. The 2 people most commonly you need to ask questions about.
True.
I suppose we'll lock that door with the up to the stairs or close it and sleep in this lit up room, huh?
That's probably your best bet.
Yeah. Well, we still.
You go back to our horses.
Up top, so we need
I want to check on the horses, so we're going outside for a brief chat.
The horses are fine. As a matter of fact, the only thing that you notice that's unusual is as you get up top, because remember the Lamia's lair was kind of on a hill. You do see a patrol up. It's distant, but the Triarch patrol is going by. They take note of you, but see that you're human, and they just keep riding on.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good thing they vaguely know who we are, because otherwise we might be noted down as for extermination orders.
Yeah, but they know you guys. They've met you before.
We've been in this Triarchy proper.
Yeah. Just
if
travelers
we
again.
turn around them and we stayed here for too long, one of the Triarchs might be floating by and asking, like, what are we doing?
So,
your damn job, sir.
Duh.
What are you guys doing next?
Well, I guess.
Well, there is that other place from the Lamia's lair.
Yeah, the crypt.
Yeah.
All right, so you head that way.
Why is that place there? And also, what does red and black do? Anyway.
All right.
Curiosity killed the cat, and therefore let us not, because none of us are felines.
Okay, as you head that way, you see a small pack of hyenas flee and run off to the east.
Damn right.
Okay.
Knolls.
Yes, the Bramble King loved his hyena packs.
But luckily, the Bramble King is dead.
And as you get up there, you see that it is an old tomb. It looks like it's a hobgoblin-style tomb building that was repurposed by the orcs.
Oh, that means it's unusual construction I've never seen before.
The Did the orcs not build this city? Is what we're getting? Is they just
the walls, the foundations, and the main buildings were hobgoblin construction. And after the death of the hobgoblins in the Great Hobgoblin War, also called the Purging, they moved in to the ruins, and that's where the Orcish city-states sprang up.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see
the
here.
timeline of the Persian doesn't make any sense because Orion did it, but Orion, even though he has been replaced by Dante, did live until recent memory. But Orion didn't live that long, so how could the Persian take place 200 years ago and Orion did it, even though Orion only lives to be about 120?
Well, and that's the interesting thing. How many kings of Seaward have there been?
Many, actually, even though the kingdom's only 200 years old.
No, there's been 4, but the founding of the kingdom was both 300 years ago and 200 years ago. Yes.
The timeline is actually broken because there's also references in the history books, you know where to look, of the kingdom of Seaward throwing down the cults 500 years ago.
Correct.
Even though its founding was 300 years ago.
The king of Seaward led great armies of the unified kingdom and threw down the cults 520 years ago. But there was a unified kingdom until either 300 years ago or 200 years ago. Correct.
Is history by the king or somebody?
No, it is not. Trust me on this.
We know you guys have been playing with the levers at some point in time, and if not,
We
you
have
guys,
not. This is not our fault.
As a matter of fact, you should talk to Marvin and Sean. And,
No. Oh, who's the guy who played Kazar?
and you also have to talk to Dave Ridgway, great guy. But most importantly, you have to talk to Keith Kolazinski, who did it 3 times. Yes.
No. Why? Okay, but Keith caused a lot of problems.
He was a troublemaker. Matter of fact, the PC that did all that stuff, Dante killed him to make him stop.
Isn't that character also the one who made the monster pool?
Yeah, he's the guy that made the monster pool and corrupted the atmosphere plant and killed all living things on the 3rd moon. That's him.
Yeah, no, that character, we are still fixing his mistakes. Still. It was that bad.
Well,
yep.
Look, we'll make a couple of our own, and your grandchildren can fix them.
Safer place.
Yeah, that's just kind of how Seaward goes. We cause problems and wait for later people to fix them. I have no idea what sort of problems we have caused.
One of my favorite things that happens in the campaign, and it's been happening since about 1987, is PCS. Why would someone do this? And they do things. And then about 10 years later, somebody looks at what they did and said, why would someone do this? Over and over and over.
We are doomed to repeat history because we're too stupid to learn from it.
No, you flip levers and suddenly you are history.
So,
so you guys are in the city. Okay, so the funerary thing is interesting. It's got a main tunnel through the tomb that's open at both ends. It's made of big slabs of stone. And at sunrise on midsummer, the sun will shine directly down this central tunnel.
Oh,
goodness gracious. Who knows what sort of secrets there are down
And there
here.
are 9 openings on each side, and they've all been sealed off. The original, you can see where they chiseled out the Hobgoblin script and then chiseled in Orcish script. And each one of them on the north side is a great shaman, and each one on the south side is a great chief. And one of them actually has, you can see where they've put maybe 90 years of splashing blood on the name because he had been Overking when he was alive.
Mm. So here's what I'm going to do to be very careful here. I turn on my wand to trap the Texan. Are there any traps?
Every single door is trapped.
Okay. Good news on that. The bullets. I think the 2 more stars is that.
You got to find a hedge mage and get it recharged.
Now, another option is I have a sign of opening. I don't know how many stars it has, but I could technically open every door at once.
Why didn't we use that when we were
back
in
from that.
in the deep?
No, because that makes a loud noise, and you don't want to make loud noises.
He's using player knowledge instead of character knowledge. Using a chime of opening the deep automatically pulls the lurker.
Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
also,
sense.
I don't want to know what NPCs I get mad from opening their door at the same time as that happens.
That's true.
You got to understand, nobody but me knows exactly how many hidden doors there are in the deep. Nobody.
It's true. No PC has actually ever found every door.
Well, a chime of opening would solve that problem.
Yeah.
No. Sign of opening wouldn't. You want an eye of opening the way, which is like the souped up, roided up brother of the sign of opening. The eye of opening the way, which by the way is so strong that it's actually from Tanilda.
I can't believe you mentioned the eye of opening the way. Okay. So what you guys gonna do?
I guess we can have our fellow, thiefy types try to disarm these traps while my wand is still in effect, so I know if they disarmed them or not.
Yeah, let's
All
okay, we got a 50 and a 47. Why is
The first one in the north you disarm. The first one in the north turns off, and the first one in the south turns off.
Gnomes have a pretty good bonus.
And then you can get two more. The north does not turn off, and the south does not turn off, and then you have to use another charge to keep going.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just try to maximize the safety.
Is that it did not turn off with both Gan and Dismas?
Correct. But with the new charge, they both succeeded, and then the next set is success. Success. Yes.
Normally, you can only re-roll find traps when you gain a level, but I'm guessing because I have awareness, that's forced them to re-roll because it's
whenever
you know that you didn't.
Yeah.
The wand is power. You know it's still there, so you can try again. You can do that with a find trap spell, but the find trap. Excuse me, you can't do the find trap spell because it's not as powerful as the wand.
Right.
The wand is canonically much more powerful than the spell.
It'll actually pick up even if the entire room is a trap. With find trap spell will not pick up.
Correct.
Find traps will only find ordinary traps. Giant trap mechanisms like a room that will crush you won't be found. Magical traps won't be found. The wand will find.
The wand finds everything, so it's more powerful. Yeah. All right. So the first three on the north and first three on the south are all untrapped, and I think you're down to your last charge, and you probably don't want to use that until you get recharged.
I have 51 more.
Oh, okay. So let's just say you take 3 more charges, and they're all untrapped. How's that sound?
Yeah. See, boys, isn't that a good thing?
It's a very good thing.
So now we can loot this place with very little risk from traps, unless there's way more dungeons than we expect.
Okay, so there's 9 on the north, 9 on the north, 9 on the south. Which one do you do first?
Well, do you want to do seasons or summons, boys?
I vote we just do it in clockwise order.
Okay.
Start from the northwest corner.
All right, so you do that. So it's the first chieftain. You know what? Because there's no monsters in here, and there's no more traps. I'll just give you the loot list. How's that sound?
Yay!
And
now, here's the funny thing.
Oh, go ahead.
The Overking, the dead Overkings, is the best. Now his body is missing because his body afterwards was teleported to the Shrine of the Overking, but that's okay.
Yep. Yes.
But in there is a +1 scimitar of wounding.
Ooh.
Okay. There's an eye patch of daylight. If warned by a creature that gets penalties in daylight, like a goblin or hobgoblin or anything like that, well, a goblin or an orc, it has normal vision and infravision through the patch, and it's not affected by sunlight.
Dang. That's crazy.
And there is a enchanted Selkie cloak that allows anyone wearing it to have the abilities of a Selkie.
We have a Selkie. Now we would have.
I want that cloak.
No, but if you give it to a Selkie, it doubles their ability to hold their breath and adds 50% to their underwater speed.
I want that cloak.
All right. He also has a gaming cube. It's a D6.
I want an Xbox.
It's a D6. if you have it on your person, basically it gives you 50% greater chance of winning games of chance like dice or flipping a coin or anything like that.
He was a cheater.
Yep, he sure was. And last but certainly not least are boots of striding and springing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The rest of his loot went with him when he went off. The rest of it, you get a total of 22,000 gold pieces of various coins.
Mm-hmm.
The other chieftains, all you get is more loot. But in the shamans, you have two interesting ones. Now, to become an Orcish shaman, you have to purposely pluck out one of your own eyes, right?
Yes.
So one of them, his eye was replaced with an eye of opening the way with 7 charges.
Ah.
Yeah.
What was the item?
An eye of opening the way.
It's a crystal eye where if you say the command word, it will open in every door in how big of an area?
In 90 feet, and it will disarm any traps on them as it does so. But here's the trick.
You have to put it in your own face?
No, you don't. Here's the trick, though. It only disarms traps that you're not aware there's a trap or you're not aware there's a door.
It's a vanilla magic item, so there's a lot of weird conditions on it. But it'll open every door, secret, concealed, locked, anything.
Behind illusion, if it's got 17 locks, it opens. Right? If it's
the forbidden door in the green and black pool, it'll open.
Opens anything. But I will warn you, every time you use it, there's a 10% chance it shatters, and every time it adds. So the first time you use it, it's 10. The first time you use it, it's fine. Then it's 10. Then it's 30. Then it's 60, etc.
So
but if it rolls a shatter and you make the saving throw, that percentage resets.
Sweet. So
very vanilla. It has a number of uses. It's so vanilla because it has weird conditions like only disarm traps you're not aware of. Like, huh?
Yeah. Like if you know that door is trapped, the trap won't be disarmed when you open it. It'll go off, etc., etc.
What was the guy in the Mystery Men who could only be invisible if nobody was looking at him?
Yeah, it's like that. It's exactly like that.
Hey, that was a great movie. I need to rewatch it.
It was I love that movie so much. And
it's a parody of superhero movies before they're a thing. Anyway,
and there's the shaman that was the shaman to the orc that was Overking has a gem of true seeing as his fake eye.
Oh. So we're prying stuff out of their faces. Should we destroy the bodies just as a big?
Nah, they're orcs. They're an abandoned city. Like,
listen, if you leave them here, the hyenas will be coming back to chew on them in a day anyway.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, we leave the door open. That makes sense.
If we want to be extra careful, we could just take a holy water and just sign them and just whatever it's worth. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you can pile them up, throw some holy water on them, cast a bless spell. They're not going to come back.
Yeah. All right. Let's be
because let's not disrespect lawful evil kings with great power, so they don't come back as wraiths.
Well, remember he already came back as a greater mummy. Remember?
Well, I'm more talking about the other chieftains.
That's true. That's true.
Because remember, whenever an evil monarch dies and he's not buried properly, he comes back as a wraith.
Them's rules.
But can we but if we destroy the body or
yeah, if you like I said, you pile up the bones, put holy water on it, and then cast bless, that won't happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's take him out. Let's take him out of play.
Done.
And then 10 years from now, someone will ask, "Why did they do that?"
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Exactly. And then they'll go down to that weird area with the antipathy against evil, turn on the broken teleporter, adventure in Skull Mountain for 6 hours, and be insanely mad when they come back.
We probably could have put a sign on the wall above it.
No, I don't want to go back down there. I don't want to go back in Skull Mountain for 6 hours. That place is very dangerous.
If we go back in there, they'll trap us again. So.
Well, I'm saying you have to understand, guys. The scholars on the way out would have looked at this. Whenever more than 3 people pass that door, 2 rounds later, the force field comes on. for 2d12 plus 6 days.
Oh,
Or until the teleporter is used.
so you
That is
starve
so
to death
mean.
or press the buttons.
Yeah, you
Well-
either starve to death or die of thirst or press the button. Yeah.
Guys, it's better to put the note on this side of the door anyway to
That's
warn people
true,
before
yeah.
they get to the button.
True, just like do not
We
go.
can even,
Yeah.
we
Now,
can
of course,
even put
yeah.
it on
There,
with the
No.
We add
Even
to
if
the
you're
mystery of
good,
the
it's a
dungeon.
bad idea.
we can put a sign up that says something like "There is no honor here." Glory be to
Yeah,
God."
there is no honor. This place has no honor. Correct.
Yeah, we put the whole spiel here. At this point, the horrifying mystery of this place only deepens. It only gets worse.
And now people come back, they'll find the antipathy spell, and they'll also find a note of this is not a place of honor. Yeah.
There's nothing down there. That's the thing. That's what terrifies me.
And it's
What is past the Rock the Mud tunnels?
Good question, isn't it?
That's what scares me the most. What is past those tunnels? We got a spade of colossal excavation. We could find out. But I don't want to find out, if I'm being perfectly honest, considering they're bad enough that people are willing to burn 3 Rock the Muds.
well, the beauty is now that we know where they are, we go to the main room and tunnel into them and not have to go through the door.
True.
We can come in from the side. Yeah.
Me when they're actually hiding, like the Lord of the Total Annihilation, and we don't want to free him.
Well, yeah. I mean, but we won't know unless we check.
All right. So we got
True.
one orc shaman and the Overking shaman. Was there any other magic items?
No, that's all the magic items you got. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got funny boots, we got a scimitar, we got an eye patch that doesn't actually help any of us. Well, I say that, but technically it would mean that we can't be blinded by the sunray spell.
True. You muted the sun.
That's the only thing I can think of is weird in this case against a single 7th level druid spell.
Although you could also, if you end up with a goblin, etc., henchman from Copperhill, you can give them the eye patch and be fine with the day.
There's the Selkie cloak. There's the gaming cube. I can't believe it. An item for me. Oh. And I am opening the way. Which, by the way, I did not actually expect this to be in this loot hall. Like, I was literally talking about it. I guess that's why you were laughing.
That's exactly why I burst out laughing, because when's the last time we mentioned Eye of Opening the Way?
I was only thinking about it because the Blackstone 1 party has one.
It's true. They do. They have the other version. That version, this is how it works. Every time you there's no charge. Every time you activate it, there's an 80% chance it works. If it doesn't work, you can try again in a day. If it does work, you roll, and if you get 30 or less, then it won't work for a month.
There's two. Every Tinolden magic item has 2 different versions of it. One's kind of weak, and one's super strong.
The Path of the Staff of Death was plucked off a dead PC from Denilda. All right, so you guys going to split loot, or you want to do a little bit more before we wrap up for the night?
Well, we're kind of done here. I can't
Yeah,
think of anywhere else to loot here.
Yeah, let's pull
Yeah,
back to town and then we can rest up and come back in. I think we made a big haul, but there's probably more to be had. I think we have a long time that we can spend out here in the Triarchy.
Oh no, we're definitely going to stay in the Triarchy area, but I'm just saying, I don't know of anywhere else to second that Orc City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that Orc
no,
City's pretty much
there's any-
stripped out and burned.
If there's any,
I can't wait for you. What you guys really need to think about is, and this is the DM being evil, why don't you go into Bramblewood and loot what was left there? There's got to be a fortune in there.
I mean, there kind of has to be, because here's the problem. I did the math. So Papin gathers taxes like a cleric. Even if he only had 1,000 goblins, which, by the way, he did not. He had 4,000 goblins. Each one of those goblins is 8 silver pieces per month. Which means that is it has a total of 3,200 gold pieces a month. He rolled for 50 years in the Bramblewood.
So we
So
need to
he
find
had-
who did the banking for the goblins.
So if we find Papin's treasury, there's at least 2 million gold pieces there.
That doesn't count trade, killing people and taking their stuff, etc. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and I'm not against that. I had a lot of interest in before I learned exactly what I was talking about in there. But
Going
yeah,
to the Bramblewood.
yeah. Well,
Baron
go.
does
Yeah,
need
go
a
to-
lot of
If
gold
we
for his
can
plan.
find, because the Triarchs don't bother, didn't actually bother when going to the Bramblewood. They're just like, it's done, it's over.
yeah.
Because
Well,
they
that's
got
what
some
I'm
stuff
saying.
from Pac-Man. But what did he leave behind is the thing.
Yeah.
What gold did he leave? What
No,
magic items were too heavy for him to carry?
His magical. What magic items does he have that you could mount on the top of a really cool wagon?
We actually did find one of them.
There's at least 2. Yeah.
The
Top of my
war
head.
wagon.
I could
Or
use
we
a
could get
magic
another
bow.
wagon. We could build a battle wagon, so we could actually put those gnomes up.
Yeah,
there.
like the Hussite War by Battle Wagons.
Exactly.
Listen, if you can find one of the Jotunheim dwarves, he could give you a steam-powered wagon like the dwarves of Khuz-Dun use. Or you get a Khuz-Dun wagon.
Yeah.
And Hussite is actually that far away from here.
No,
Marin
it's
has
not.
one question
We
before
can
we
cut through the
get
briarwood.
too far.
Yes, Baron.
Before we get too far off track, if there's any significant structures that look like they might have been like maybe merchant houses or rich and wealthy, he would just walk around with the fence and just kind of like try and metal detect something of value.
I forget. You remembered the fence. Okay, hold on. All right, you walk close enough. Yes, you find... Man, I'm going to have to mark this off. I thought I was going to save that for another 20 years. Under one of the burned-out buildings, the fence detects a lot. You're able to dig it out, and it's an old shaman's treasure hoard. It's going to take you 2 days of digging, but it is... And, yeah, here it is. Here's my notes. It's 250,000 silver pieces.
If only we had we do. And a portable hole.
We have a ton of wagons, actually.
Yeah, it's going to be a portable hole full of silver pieces, yeah.
Well, in and around the lab stuff, the alchemy stuff.
Right. Yeah,
There's a lot of
it looks like... And they also find a notebook in Orcish, which you can easily translate. It was actually... He said... And it's in... Yeah, here it is. It's maps to where he hid a manual. So, I got to check to see if it survived the fire. Okay. You track down a manual, and he saved this. He died before he could complete it. He needed another 10,000 gold pieces. You stack 10,000 gold pieces on the manual, put the 250,000 gold pieces around it, catch it on fire and burn it, and it turns into a silver golem under your control.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, we have a budgetary line item now.
And I thought that would never be found, and I forgot about the fence.
We'll do a Dave Ramsey style. Every month we put another 10 gold pieces into an envelope. And
No, I
Is it a one-time 10 gold pieces, or is it an ongoing thing?
every month we got to save up.
just a moment. Because did we ever divide the money from last adventure?
No,
I don't think we did.
because we hadn't finished.
By the way, that manual of silver golems is from the Isle of the Golem Master to Nilda, and the player that had it died in the first Dead War. And this orc ended up with it, and then this is in the background all this time, and that orc was killed by Seeker and crew a long time ago.
What?
So it's been lurking out here all this time.
That random orc sound, that random orc combat patrol that we killed was secretly slowly building a silver golem.
Yeah, that's why he's out patrolling all the time, because he was trying to get the money to turn on a silver golem and rule the kingdom. Yeah.
He had 200. You said 250,000 silver
Yeah,
pieces.
his grandfather got it first, and they've been hiding money for like 3-4 generations. Yeah.
And then, of course, their city got razed to the ground, and
Yeah, and he got dead and was able to complete it. Then the entire city was destroyed. So yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff like this floating around out there.
250,000. How many?
20.
It's
How many
25,000 gold
pieces
pieces.
Okay.
I'm not counting that in the money figure, and instead I'm combining that with the manuals, just because I think that makes sense.
Oh, sure,
I
making
don't
it a
know about you
package.
guys. You because if it's enough silver, you just need the gold.
How much did it cost to activate the manual?
10,000 gold pieces in addition to the 250,000 silver pieces. Also, we each get from the total loot from my figuring.
This is from part 1 and part 2 of this adventure, right?
Yes, together.
Sam usually does the loot for the main for Seaward 1 too, as you can tell.
When it comes to the money, I don't do magic item dividing. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
PC shares the money.
Okay.
Actually, a really good, impressive haul. Especially since we divide a fair bit, since a lot of our early henchmen have half shares.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's divide the loot, because I kind of want that manual silver golems.
I do too.
Well, you want that silky cloak, I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I want right now.
Listen,
So, that was
listen.
15 is
That's a
order.
good sign of a good loot pile when everyone wants at least one thing. Yeah.
Does
So-
someone have the pile of the previous loot pile?
Yes.
I never got around to
I-
encoding that.
I got that here. I will. So here is the.
One thing that I really appreciate is you guys forgot that you had flying magic items when you were in the deep.
Well, no, I remembered I
I don't
applied,
have
but I
any,
didn't know
so-
what would happen. I
fair.
was trying to remember if Dismas knew anything
And
about the lasers. And we
And
only
I
had,
didn't think it was a good idea to split up.
yeah.
Yeah, throw on cinematic.
Like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I don't think you did anything wrong. I'm just grateful you didn't use them. And I'm grateful for a lot of reasons, including flying in the deep, if you don't know what you're doing, is a death sentence.
That's and that was I didn't know that if we knew that, but I knew that. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a lot of interesting items.
I'm gonna consolidate.
Because that Rug of Welcome is also insanely powerful
It is already cool.
if you know the command word. If you don't know the command word, it's just the maximum size carpet of flying. But if you do know the command word, you can kill anything from pixie size to ogre size in 3 to 6 rounds. If they don't have some way to escape.
And we're able
And
to
they
sell
step
the
on it.
Crown Orb and Scepter as a set.
I'm figuring them sold as a set, unless you want them.
Yeah.
It was funny at the pony, you have 12,000 gold pieces to have your own Crown Orb and Scepter.
No. I just figure we got them.
Mhm.
I figure we sell them as a set as long as we're
Yeah.
selling.
Yeah.
My
So that
question is
gaming
if somebody-
cube. I wonder if there's other types of game in cube. I wonder if there's other type of game in items.
like a card cube.
Yeah, can we
Yeah,
find the gaming
actually,
card?
yes. As a matter of fact, there's one, and it's a card you have to have hidden on your body, and it allows you to swap out any card in your hand for a different card in your hand every hand.
Amazing. So I guess we roll for magic items.
I think I got those from a white dwarf way back in the day. Pretty sure.
Hang on, I got to finish cooking off some garlic here, and then I'll be right there.
Oh, sure.
Sorry,
In the
making
meantime,
meatloaf.
That's important stuff.
roll.
Well,
Yeah,
this
let me
is
roll.
20.
Roll 20!
Natural 20.
What the heck, guys?
James.
all right, and let's see.
Okay, I roll again. Let's see what I get. 7.
Ah.
No, I actually rolled a 2. No, bro, you get to pick first.
Does he?
Yeah, I rolled a 2. And then
Well,
Rogue rolled a
It
5.
depends on if he rolls
One
a
of-
20.
one of us has a luck sword.
No. Oh, true, because technically, if Carberry rolls a 20, he actually gets a 21. He goes first.
All right, where's my dice? Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong thing.
I can't believe that me and Rogue both rolled a natural 20.
Not seen 2 nats and a treasure check in a long time. I've seen 2 1s a couple times.
Especially since when both PCs want the same item.
Oh, dice channel. Here we go. All right. /R20. Oh, look, there it is. No. D20.
That becomes a 19.
19. So it's like
19.
third.
So it's Rogue, me, Carberry, Eck.
All right.
So we have the Scimitar of Wounded, the Eye Pass of Daylight, the Enchanted Selkie Cloak, the Gaming Cube, the Boots of Strident Springen, Eye of Opening the Way, Zemus Racine, and Manual Silver Golem. What do you want, Rogue, since you go first?
Oh, don't forget the stuff from the first pile with the
And the
cloak.
Rug of Welcome, and the Wings of Flying.
Okay,
Can't
clarification on the
What
rug
are
of
the
welcome.
wings of flying again? I don't remember that one.
It's a cloak, and you turn it into wings, and you can either fly really fast for a little bit of time, and I mean a couple turns, or slow for hours. Effectively.
The rug of welcome, does its
So it
flying carpet function?
It's a flying carpet, and if you know its name, it has an attack capability and some defense capabilities.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you can use it as a flying carpet either way.
either way, it's
Either
always
way.
a flying carpet. It's always a flying carpet of max size.
It's really strong. It's actually arguably stronger than the Manual Silver Golem.
Oh,
What
it
is
flat out is by itself. Yeah.
You're just saying that so the rogue won't take the manual of silver golems. We're on.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What is what the Gem of True Seeing allows you to see everything?
When you
Oh,
look
yeah.
for the Zemstone, it acts as a true seeing spell. However, if you use it for more than 2 hours total per day, you start hallucinating.
And as a cleric version of True Seeing, the more powerful version. You can see alignments and stuff. Yeah.
If you're looking for
Very
the Gem
strong.
of True Seeing while you're using, say, I don't know, clairvoyance or something, does it?
It does translate through clairvoyance, crystal balls, etc. Absolutely.
Okay, I will pay someone not to
Aaron
take
takes
that.
the rug of welcome.
Not to choose that. There we go. All right.
You actually do take the Rug of Welcome. Okay.
I gotta admit, you probably made the right move to grab the most powerful item. Not even
Because you can just ask the Says, or
I
heck,
agree.
any of the Sryarks, and they can probably figure out the command word for you.
4-person
Yeah.
capacity.
All right.
I'm going to take that Manual Silver Golems.
Yeah. I thought, the manual silver golem would be really funny for Marin to have because he also has, of course, that ring of Iron Cobra control.
It's
And
true.
Iron Cobra came with us into the deep. It just sits and
Just follows you around.
just sits in the Selkie's backpack. Just
Well,
just
what's
in
really
case.
funny is all in Seaward, all Iron Cobras originally came from Skull Mountain. All of them.
It just returns to its homeland. Okay. Carberry, what do you pick?
The Gem of True Seeing.
Okay, yeah.
Good choice.
Honestly, I might be. It depends on how strong the Silver Golem is, but I might have actually been struck by the allure of having a golem.
Right. It's pretty tempting.
Well, and again,
Yeah.
if you're tanking for us anyway, if you can send, you don't need to send Big Tom, and you don't need to
It's
send.
I'm going to send the golem.
Send
I'm
the
going to
golem.
send Pillsbury. I'm going to send Pillsbury over there. Pillsbury over there. Okay, so Eck, you get 2 picks since you're at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, the wings are really tempting, but I already wear the mantle of Celestian all the time, so I'm trying to think
No.
which henchman I
You can wear a mantle over cloaks or robes. They don't interfere with each other.
Remember that usually it's because of temperature you can't wear both, but the Mantle of Celestine always keeps you at a good temperature.
True.
You're going to look tacky as heck. Don't get me wrong.
It's going to be a belt and suspenders look, but...
We'll go.
You're going to look like a massive. You're not looking like a nerd. It makes sense if you're a scholar, but
I'm a scholar. Yeah, it's fine. I'll go Wings of
Scholar.
Flying and the Eye of Opening the Way.
Sure. Yeah.
okay, Carberry,
Wait.
your next
Yep.
pick.
Please make sure to write down this the Eye of the Opening Way with charges and 7 charges because like I said, there's 2 versions of it.
Yes, we got the one that is temporary, unlike the one in Blackstone. Okay,
Soren, what was your other item?
Carberry.
Okay.
Wings of
and
Flying.
for scimitar, do you have to have scimitar, or does that work with a sword?
You also need scimitar. You need scimitar.
Scimitar is a separate proficiency, yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Let's see, wings and and what are the
Boots and
boots?
Stride and Spring are always safe. Just saying, improve your armor class by 1
Fine
you
with
can
that
jump
one
really
right
far.
now.
Striding and springing, you get a base move rate of 15 instead of 12. You can jump up. You get longer jumping, and it adds 1 to your armor class as long as you're able to move at least 3 feet. Yeah.
All right.
Always
Well,
safe.
I've already got Elvenkind boots, so that's kind of a
Okay, but the gaming cube, you can be gaming. Just saying.
Oh, by the way,
Silky
the
Cloak,
background rules are if you're using a game, this is if you're using the gaming cube and you just tell me that you're gambling, you just get a passive income of 1 gold piece a week when you're in town or training.
and the gaming cube would stack with the Luxord.
Absolutely, the Luxord. You get the gaming cube and the
Bro, is
Luxord.
literally-
Here's how it work out. If you say when you're in town, you say, "Hey, I'm playing dice games or whatever." Or any game of chance, you're just making a passive 2 gold pieces a week in profits between them. Yeah.
Bro is literally just seeding that cards and we can't stop him.
Yeah, I think that makes sense because I think it fits his character.
It does, yeah.
The recovery part,
And also,
then,
you never know when your gambling ways will actually save the party.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, so it's
Always offer to
death or
play dice
chance,
against
eh?
the dragon to let us
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like that was my exact
pass.
thought,
You take the gaming cube.
gaming cube.
Okay.
That's a good choice. That's a very good choice for your character.
Yeah.
I actually don't have any boots. I'll have yet another PC with boots and stride and spring. And this makes my 3rd PC with these heckin'
So
boots.
you get 3 of them with them, yeah.
My one-on-one character, since solo is slightly different vernacular for everyone else, has them. Clint has them, and now Bill has boots and stride and spring, which is good because he needs to improve his armor class. His armor class kind of sucks at the moment.
Well, and if he needs to dodge, he jumps back.
Yeah, he just needs. If he needs to lead you guys, he can do so real easy now. So he has the boots now, which means that
Yeah, if you have initiative, you can actually strike at somebody and leap back as an action. There's a percentage chance you fall down, but you can actually fight and then leap out of the way. Yeah.
But then if you fall down, your next round is forfeit as you get up because that's how disoriented you were. The Saints reduces based on dex. If you have an 18 dex, there's no Saints have fallen down, which is why Clint, who has an 18 dex for various reasons, is really dangerous. Okay, so Rogue. You get
What
the thing
does,
between the
wounding
iPads. When you hit something, it takes a hit point of damage at the end of the round.
Okay.
The damage dealt by this bleeding cannot be healed by magical means. It can only be healed through natural means. And you must spend a round to stop the bleeding.
That's cool.
Hmm. And
When you hit something,
I
it starts
have to
losing
say,
hit
like,
points.
There's one exception. Let me clarify that. Here's how wounding works. Every time you hit somebody, do damage. Per hit, they take a hit point per round for 10 rounds per hit. They have to stop and spend a round binding each wound to stop the bleeding. A cure spell will stop the bleeding, but not cure damage. And damage caused by the bleeding cannot be regenerated by regenerating creatures.
Yeah, so it's slightly stronger, slightly weaker in Seaward.
Yeah. Because Sam's in that mode, he's thinking of the Blackstone version, yes.
okay, so there's kind of a stacking. If you get successive hits, you can kind of get a stacking bleed effect.
Well, I'm about to say, Bridget has a stacking bleed effect. I think the most she ever did was she hit it. It was a devil. She hit it 8 times. So,
it was when she fought Baron Scimitar. She hit him.
Oh, Baron Scimitar. That's right. He was taking 9 points of damage a round from bleeding. Yeah, insane for like 2-3 rounds.
Well, Marin's
that was my only plan for beating the intellect power.
Marin takes the which means that Bill gets the eye pass. Automatically, I get the eye pass.
It's time we get a goblin henchman.
I guess.
Or a half.
All right.
You're not allowed to hurt this one.
I've come around on some of that.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Wait, he's wearing an eye patch. Is he a pirate? I don't know pirates either.
I'm a land pirate.
All right, so I'm doing the math here. 25,000. How much cash was it total per person, Sam?
5,200 per PC.
Okay, so it's
The total
22,000.
gold
Yeah.
was. No, you can continue because I did. Don't worry about the total gold because you're doing the math right.
I'm thinking I'm doing. It looks like 25,750 experience points each.
Say that again.
25,750 experience points each.
Here, I posted it.
Yep. And Marin, marked on your character sheet that you are Rupert's friend.
Oh no,
You're
that is
Rupert's
not
special
good.
friend.
Yeah,
What
so
was
at least
the
he's not his
gold?
enemy.
What were the
True. I cannot imagine being listed as Rupert's enemy. And that'd be the most terrifying thing to list on a character sheet I can think of in this campaign.
Let's see, Rupert's enemies. I got a list. I have that book with me, but I know for a fact that Dante, the Mysterious Amazon, Pathin the Foul, and
Azar?
no, not Khazar. Khazar didn't like the mountain, and Eru Senla are all on the enemies list.
I've never heard of them.
Eru Senla, the first queen of the pirates.
Oh, her! I just never heard of her actual name before.
Yeah, Eru Senla.
She's actually been she actually caused so many issues way back in the day that we're still.
Whose solo character was she?
What's his face?
Sean Fickle.
Yeah. There's three people to blame for every problem in Seaward. Khazar? Just Khazar, not like the guy who played it. All his other characters are fine.
All his other characters are great.
The joke about Khazar was he's chaotic good, which means he's really good at being chaotic.
True.
So funny story about the fate of Khazar, but let's not get into that because that's spoilers that only I know.
Basically,
Naturally.
everybody in my party everybody in my party is going to level.
Awesome.
At least,
That's
at least
crazy.
one
All
of
right, I forgot my hintsman.
Yeah,
Yeah, remember, you guys are the triarchy, so you can all level here safely.
yeah. So yeah, Cosmin picks up Man-at-Arms 7. Marl goes to Thief 7 or Scoundrel 7. Gan picks up Illusionist 5. And Abraham picks up Cleric 4, and he's real close on Fighter. Gan's pretty close on Thief, and Dismas is reasonably close to Scholar 7, which he can reach now.
And Scholar 7 is a pretty powerful level.
Yeah,
I hear cute children, I think. Is that cute
I
children?
do.
Sound like cute children. Yeah.
Those are
adorable.
cute children.
That's
They want to
adorable.
wash carrots and eat them, and I don't know what the situation is with the carrots.
Dad's gonna need a little more information, kids.
That's the way it works.
Where do we
All
get
right.
the
Can
carrots?
I eat carrots? I will wash them.
All right, guys. I assume we got a lot of leveling up to do. I think this is a good. You can do it this town if you want to. You can move on. One of the great things about the Triarchy is, oddly enough, the population is sparse, but it's really sort of heavy on the 8th level and above magic users of every stripe. Scholars, you name it. So you can find the mentors and trainers you need here quite easily.
Nice.
So, Big Tom and my Ranger Henchman both hit 6th level.
Nice.
Bill himself is not level, but he's really close to hitting 8th.
I get Nobleman 6.
Oh, there you go.
Two level.
So Big Tom gets 3 more hit points. He gets 5 more hit points because of his
How far-
combos.
How far are you from 7 Scholar, James?
My Ranger
10,000.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, Bill is about.
No, I guess I am too. Yeah.
Bill's about
Yeah, 52.
16,000 away from 8th level fighter. So another adventure like this, boys, where we briefly go to Skull Mountain to almost die, and we're good.
Well, we didn't even get any of the XP from Skull Mountain.
You got
We
XP
saw
from Skull
Rupert, he
Mountain.
didn't talk.
Listen, you got XP from Skull Mountain. Going into Skull Mountain and not dying when you go to the Shadowed City and meet Rupert is experience points.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's that bad. Like, you have no idea how close we came to death. It's crazy.
Why we? Didn't we just toss him up Marin and everybody else left?
Aaron was being polite.
No, you don't understand. So I'll go ahead and tell you because literally you would mystically, the scholars would know this from research, etc. as you level. Rupert is bound by rules. Okay? He has rules of what he must do and what he must not do. Why does he ask all these questions? If he gets the proper answer, it turns one of the rules off.
Right.
That's why I was begging you to shut up.
Depending on if he asks a question, and I'll give you the example I give to everybody. If he asks you what's the weather like on the surface, if you give him the right answer, he can leave the mountain.
Oh.
Right now, one of his rules
Well,
is he
Aaron
cannot leave
wasn't
Skull
lying
Mountain.
because he didn't know what the
Got
weather
it.
on Skull Mountain was.
Yeah, he wasn't lying.
Now, what's funny is Clint actually knows every effect, every rule of Rupert. He magically knows every effect on Rupert. The reason why he can't leave the mountain is funny. Is he has another rule that says he cannot be in the mountain.
Oh.
So if you tell him that he can leave, he can never re-enter Skull Mountain
Unless somebody answers the right question. Yeah.
At which point he can return to the mountain, but he can't leave again.
Yeah. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That's why he's insane. I mean, there's rules. There's certain rules. There's certain things he can't ask or say. There's certain things he must ask.
The other enchantment I'll tell you about that he's under is he must kill everyone who is good who enters the mountain. But he has another one of he must help everyone who is good who is in the mountain.
He's like Hal.
Yes,
he's driven
it's
crazy
exactly
by
right.
Yeah.
He's exactly like Hal. He's not even conscious anymore. He's he's basically an algorithm that will kill you or save you.
Now then,
You guys
also
tried to
knows
kill
that
him
there is a East rule can be broken in a way that's good. But also, at the same time, East rule can be broken in a way that is evil. Clint we actually did break one of the rules in a good way.
That's right, you did. I forgot that. In the heat of the moment, yes. It made the whole
Because
mountain safer.
he had a rule that he must assist the Nautiloid in his attempted invasion of the Blue Moon every midsummer. But he has another rule that he must help destroy it. We destroyed the Nautiloid.
Right.
That broke the rule in a good way because it furthered the cause of good.
But
Which
now
means
Rupert
that
he's a little more good now. Yeah.
because each rule you break, if it's in an evil way, makes Rupert evil. Each rule that you break in a good way makes him more good. Rupert is actually at a baseline a true neutral alignment after everything is said and done with every rule in place. I don't know what happens if you break every rule. No one knows because it's an artifact effect, which means you can't figure it out. Only the dungeon master knows.
It's in my notes. Yeah, it's in my notes.
I was gonna say that seems like an easy out for a game master who got himself in too deep.
No, it's all written down because remember this happened organically over time.
Oh, that's true.
Because Rupert was once a PC, if you can believe it.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, I thought he was a henchman.
No. The Lord of all evil was the henchman.
I thought that they made a henchman make all these wishes or whatever to be able to get into himself.
Well, that's the story that's told by some people. Matter of fact, if you guys could ever meet Llewellyn the Black again, he actually has sage knowledge of the mountain and Rupert.
Which means he can actually tell us the real story that is not passed around.
Wait, is that knowledge?
Is it important to understand? Is it knowledge that we can't have? That's the question.
Yeah.
Well, there's only one way to find out. But no, remember, I've got 14 pages of various conflicting rumors, and as time goes on, I check which one you hear because just like real life, there's conflicting rumors.
And man, some of them are really bad in Seaward.
We know.
And the thing is, I'll tell you stuff like, oh yeah, you guys know this, and you hear it, and I've literally checked the chart, and I'm telling you one of the rumors.
It's
But
terrifying, really.
It's accepted wisdom.
Right.
So,
Just like,
right.
yeah, you can only hurt a Rakshasa with blessed crossbow bolts. No, it's not blessed crossbow bolts. It's a
Consecrated.
consecrated. But yeah, and it's back. So I'll tell you stuff like, oh yeah, let me tell you this lore, and I've actually checked my charts and just tell you something that you know because everyone knows it.
It is known.
It is known.
It is known.
And I hate to, I've had people get really mad. Well, the dungeon master told me X. Yeah, and he told me something else. It's because I went to the charts. I got it open right now.
Well,
It's terrifying.
we make it back to the one city, the Red City, Rose City.
Yeah,
Rosewood?
Rosewood.
Good.
Beautiful city. Beautiful city.
In fact, we stay here for long enough, we'll actually be here for the big international party to celebrate the fall of the
Oh
Red Wars.
yeah, it's like an international peace conference, having leaders coming in from all over the world. You'll be able to see it.
And
Now, granted, this is like 4 months out.
we could meet a wagon dwarf.
Yes.
You guys saw one of the Husden wagons, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you
On the
did.
way
You
here.
did.
Sam was going to wonder
We can talk to them.
who's that short scout over there with the magic carpet.
Yeah,
He's like, no, it's just a guy.
Just a fella. All right, guys. It was a great
All right.
session. Thank you so much. I
Yes.
appreciate it. Late on a weeknight, I really appreciate it. It was a ton of fun. We'll do it again, and we got to do this more often. We'll get this happening more often this winter.
yeah. Maybe we could do. Depending on how everybody feels, we could fire off the new party.